we could kind of start off with SuperGalloway, Paris of the West.
Yes, sir.
Little mini review. Now, this is someone who we found out about him through a comment on our common album review for Auditorium Volume 1. He asked if we review underground artists, which I want to say yes, kind of. Like, I guess. Like, we haven't really had one to really come up on besides maybe D2X.
Maybe this could be something new that, hey, if any of you guys are,
subscribers.
And
y'all want to show us, link us your music, and we talk about it, we can. Just make sure it's up to par.
Yeah. What's so dope?
I will talk about it not being mixed well.
Like I say, comment, hit us up on Instagram, comment, send us a link. We'll find it, just have like some organization into it. And man, we'll get y'all self a mini review like this. Like, what's dope? Checking it out. You know what I'm saying? What's your thoughts on the beat?
So SuperGalloway, Paris of the West. I see some of the features that he, gave us in the message in the comment, and I was looking at the album because the album name is Paris of the West, and I've only listened to it twice. I do want to put that out there right now. There's definitely more listens you could give this bad boy. It's about 30 minutes, I believe, or 30 something minutes, like 34.
36.
Yeah, 34, 36. Really quick listen, very easy to digest as well. When I saw the features, because I've heard of Guilty Simpson, Dead in Hip Hop, and I'm like, oh, is he gonna be one of those spiritual, lyrical, miracle dudes? I was afraid, SuperGalloway. I'm not sure. I'm gonna be real with you. We're gonna be honest. I was a bit afraid because I'd never heard of none of these features. I'm not really big into the underground scene. That's this guy. He's tapped into everything. Me, I'm the mainstream dude. I like the ignorant stuff. So I heard it. I pressed play on the first track. I'm like, all right, he got a good beat to this. I'm like, because usually with underground stuff, they're like, I like that beat. Just take the drums out. I hate that. I gotta have this bump. This has to bump. I will say the first few tracks, not even the first few, the first half, the first 75% of this album bumps. Yeah. The whole album itself bumps. But man, the beat selection that he chose on this, I was impressed. I was surprised mostly because I was like, it's going to be the underground sound. There's not going to be no bass in it. I'm not going to be able to jam. Because the thing that underground artists got to remember this, and I'm not saying this about you, SuperGalloway, you got to make music. Yeah. You got to make it sound good. You can spit all these bars that you want, but if it don't connect to me, if it don't resonate with me, if it don't sound good, it's nothing to me. To me, I like this project overall. Yeah. I enjoyed this project. I gave it 2 spins, like I said. Each spin, I was never bored, and I was always like entertained with what they were doing on the song. Now, I will say the one song I really didn't like, and I don't fault him for this. I get it, sentimental value. I didn't like the Daughter song. Yeah. To me, it kind of like, but then again, the last 25% of the album, like the last 2 to 3 songs, to me, it kind of lost some steam from what was happening for the first, 75% of the album. But overall, I really enjoyed this. I like the features. Song. I will say this, you could tell that he's underground and he's newer to the scene, so I will say that, I'm not going to compare him to like some of the greats because obviously you got a lot of time to work to get up there because the greats wasn't just overnight greats. You could tell that the people that he was featured with were people who were kind of seasoned because they kind of knew how to get on the beat. Sometimes he would have those Nasisms to me where he would kind of like, he would be rapping on the beat, then he would sometimes over-rap the beat. I'm like, no. You using the pocket? Stay in that pocket right there. Calm down right now. But overall, I like the rhyming. I like the rhyming schemes that he was going with, the internal rhyme schemes. I like the subject matter overall as well. Like I said, this project is not boring. I really like the actual production on here. That's what really surprised me. I'm like, oh, this actually bumps. Like, he has really solid production choices. And I get that he's not like a huge artist with a vast amount of money, so I'm not expecting the most luxurious beats. But I'm like, as long as the beats sound good, you sound good over them, you flow well. I want him to have a bit more charisma because he always had this, not dichotomy, but this duality of like, him on the song, he has a lighter voice, but then he'll get someone super deep voiced like on the songs with him. And like I said, I never heard of some of these people, but I might want to check out some of these other people too as well because of their voice. But overall, I really enjoyed this project from him. Like I said, I only gave it 2 spins, so I'm not able to sit and dissect every single thing because that's just not me. But I liked what you presented on this project. I liked the way you presented it as well. It wasn't overbearing. It didn't overstay its welcome either. I don't get the message of Paris to the West. I just don't get that. Yeah. I'm not.
It might be like that. I'll see what it is.
But overall, I really enjoyed this project. To me, this was a really fun project. This is one of the better projects I heard this week.
All right, cool. So I gave this one listen because I was sick as hell. I was sick. Played it. I wasn't mad. A guy from Detroit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of Detroit references, and I think I seen on your Instagram that you located in New York now. Pretty dope. I'm very familiar with some of the features, Guilty Simpson, Nature, and Marvel, and of course, those are the 3. Because
Nature dude.
Yeah, I knew Nature. That's why I said Nature. Nature was in the firm with Nas now. Oh. Yeah. So
that's why he looked familiar.
That's why I'm saying when you pull these guys out, I was like, when he made sure he put them in the comments. I'm like, that's gonna get some people attention. That's dope that you got links. And Marv One, the Detroit connection's dope. So with the beats and stuff, I enjoyed it. Your rapping is really really good. I feel like you probably need to, I feel like some stuff is like what you're saying, like the beat. Sometimes it didn't feel full. It felt a little empty to me. Like
I can see that. Yeah, that's why I said I don't critique that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm not gonna critique because I know like you said, like I see he have another album on there, but I'm pretty sure you've been working for years, and I think you just you working on your craft. Mm-hmm. And I know like once you get, like I said, I guess more in tune with like a day one producer that y'all just lock in together, and you can just put in a good project and just a really good sound. Right now, it just feels a little like, not saying it's bad. I feel like you're working towards something great, but it feels a little empty to me. Mm-hmm. This project did, but I still enjoyed it for what it was. And like the features you got, it's just dope, bro. You got Marv One on here. Like Marv One dope. Like he's been putting out stuff. I think Dead End did a whole review about him a few months ago as well. And Guilty Simpson's like, come on, bro, he's dope. And in Nature, like you putting out like an OG like that, I'm like, all right, cool, man. This is dope. It wasn't too long. That's one thing I was afraid of.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. And I'm also looking at the album cover, like the Paris to the West. I don't know if this is like a Detroit reference because, Michigan, like they right there by Canada and they have the Canadian flag. So I don't know if that's the name of the ferry or something. I don't know. It says St. Clair. I don't know. But that's one thing I could tell. I don't get the...
Maybe Paris because there's French people in Canada, so...
Yeah, I don't know. That's a stretch.
And then to the West, we're the West?
I don't know. Maybe you can tell us, but overall, bro...
I mean, hopefully you see this video so you can comment now.
Overall, I like the beats. I like the rapping. It just didn't feel like it was... I don't know.
I said, to me, he has that little Nas thing where at points he over raps on the beat, and I'm just like the other people that he was rapping with, they was in that pocket. So I was like, all right. And even though I don't need you to switch the flow up a million times on a song, it's like stay in the pocket of the beat. Like stay right there. Don't over rap the beat because when you start over rapping the beat, I'm just like, kind of sounds off a bit. Yeah. But
I might have to get us a few more listens because I was freaking out of my mind sick, but. I listened to it once, and also I connected with you because, I'm a father as well. You're a father. I like the daddy-daughter song. I enjoyed that. It just, I don't know, it made me warm. I'm like, because he, when you do stuff with your kid, and, he was like, hey, say this, say that. I don't know how to do that with my son. It's just like when they was younger around that time, and I don't know if you're a new father or anything, but it's just I love that moment in the album, and I know you want to make sure I have that footprint of like making sure your daughter know that she was influenced into your music, and you will have this reference that like she could play. Like that's pretty dope to me. But overall, man, I think you did a pretty good job. It just didn't feel full to me yet. I might have, like I said, to check out some more, probably like your latest, earlier project, and some more of this just to kind of get that articulate how I really get it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So that way you have something to compare it to.
Yeah. But overall, man, we gonna check your stuff out. You actually showed up in the comments on the YouTube channel, and you came to the Instagram, and because I think I gave him a follow. He gave us a follow back as well on the Instagram. So like, hey, we gonna support you. Yeah, and you sent the link. So bro, we gonna support you. You keep tapping in with us, bro. We gonna show you some support, man.
Yeah, next time you have an album, let us know. Maybe get us an early copy so we can get our review. I'm just playing with that. I mean, but if you want to.
But one thing about us, bro, like I know me. I'm always keep it real. I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. I'm just gonna keep it real authentic, bro.
I had another point that I just remembered. The cohesion of the album itself. Yeah. I feel like it was a really top heavy. Like if the Daddy Daughter song would have came out at the end, I probably wouldn't have been as mad. Okay. It came a bit in the middle, like 2 songs before that. And I'm like,
maybe he wanted to because it felt like he wanted to I guess he slow you down and just
and I get that. I'd rather the Daddy Daughter song. It's just like that. My problem with the Eminem album.
Yeah. Because like when that stuff like that is at the end, it's still like something that need to be like in the middle or like...
Not even at the middle. Just, to me, put that song, the Daddy Daughter song, at the end to close the album.
Oh, to close the album out. Not just, don't give me that and then this and then...
Yeah, then more songs.
That's what M did with that one part.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, kind of end the album out with that because then it's like, to me, once you give me that song, I'm kind of like, all right, time for me to check out. Yeah. And then I'm like, I'm still here for 2 more songs. Yeah. But I did like the first... I did like the project overall. Like I said, the cohesion of the album itself. I think maybe mix some of the other songs that weren't as like... super fast or like super like heavy in terms of like the actual production and stuff, mix them in a little bit more up so that way it's a bit more evenly spread out. Right. But I mean overall, I really like the production of this project right here. Yeah. Hey. I like the cohesion. It did, like I said, it was kind of a bit, I would say 75% top heavy. Yeah. But overall, I did like the project. And like I said, it's one of my favorite things I listened to this week.
Right. Hey, stay at it, man. Keep going. Keep perfecting your craft, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, and like I said, we got you on the watch now, bro. Hey, you in my favorite artist list. I hit you because if you drop something, I'm gonna peep in. I'm gonna tune in, man.
Yeah, make sure you have a Twitter because I didn't get to see the Twitter because I do my music thing.
Oh, it's Twitter. Okay.
Yeah, Twitter. I know you got an Instagram.
Yeah.
But I wasn't able to find it.
Yeah.
Just off of a quick search. I didn't do a really in deep search because I was doing other things this weekend. Mm-hmm. So I was like, dang, I kind of wanted to screenshot it.
Yeah.
Show I was listening to it, but I was like, I don't know what the ad is.
Yeah. I might just do that on Instagram when I take another listen.
Yeah, I might have to as well. Because there was some stuff on here. Like I said, the first 75% of the album. I don't remember the exact tracks or anything, but I really I was like, okay.
I just say one thing.
Like
that era, that era sound you in, you fit in. To me, you don't feel like you're out of place in this pocket. Because I could tell that you probably familiar with the Griselda guys, all the Griselda dudes and the underground dudes, the Bodie dudes and all them. To me, he fit, and I can see him meshing well with some of those artists as well. You know what I'm saying? So, that's what I'm saying, man. Hey, keep doing your thing, bro.
Yeah, definitely. SuperGalloway, Paris of the West.
Check it out, guys.
Check it out. It's on Spotify. Like I said, Paris of the West.
Yeah.
Literally.
It'll
be in the title.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah. And we'll try and put his Instagram and stuff in the video review.
Right on.
So, yeah.